Welcome everyone to Visokii Gaming. We are talking Big Brother, and today we'll get a massive rumor that just came out. If you've seen our prediction videos from before, I actually had predicted 8 returnees, and my number 1 was Paul. So this is kind of funny. But it is believed today that Paul is actually a part of Big Brother 19. Before we get into stuff, what do you think of that? Just right off the bat, Brady.
I mean, I think they did a good job of it because last year we had they always have 16 house guests, and last year they only had 12 announced, so we knew that there was probably going to be 4 attorneys or 4 mystery people, so it was kind of obvious. So that led people to start snooping, but people had to do a little more digging to find this out because they already announced the 16. We thought it was done, and I'm not really sure how if the rumor is true. I really don't know how I feel about it because I was I kind of like the idea of just having newbies.
Agreed. I think we all kind of did. That's what's weird. It's really liked Paul, but at the same time, the idea of a fresh cast just seems more appealing. But let's get into the first big reason this all kind of got going here, and that is, just give me 2 seconds. I gotta find the tweet here. It is from Hamsterwatch, and this is the first one he tweeted about. Give or take, you can actually see the time on there. So 6:21. So that was actually yesterday. You can see he tweeted with
yesterday late last night.
Yeah, last night. So he has his mouth closed like that kind of face. You know what I mean? This is the first tweet. Everyone was like, wonder what he's on to. Because why is Paul's duck in the house? Right?
Is that the same exact duck from last year?
That is the same exact duck. That is Paul's Pablo duck thing. So that was the first one. Everyone's kind of like, okay, all right. And then Hamsterwatch went and tweeted. It's actually not showing. Okay, this was a response to one of his tweets. So Hamsterwatch is a pretty reliable thing when it comes to Big Brother, right? And basically, they've kind of just been tweeting all this crap out about how they could be returning.
And the big thing that I saw was that his phone before was an iPhone, right? And then all of a sudden,
that's the one I was trying to find. I had it closed for some reason.
But basically, all of a sudden, his phone switched over.
Yeah. So I mean, I think they could be looking too into it. They could be looking more into it than they need to be. But I mean, it gives us a room for rumor discussion. I mean, we got a week to go, so.
I mean, I follow him on Snapchat on story, and he hasn't posted for a week.
Yeah, this is the last Snapchat they have of him. I actually screenshotted that. So this is his last Snapchat or Instagram story. I can't. It's one of them, and it's him and a departure thing.
I mean, what is it? A train?
Yeah. Looks like a train station kind of deal. I mean, he lives in LA, so I don't know if that's another thing people are just looking too into.
Yeah, people might be grasping at straws, but at the same time, so how did people find the duck? Is that because people have the live feeds, right? But they haven't. You can't actually.
Yeah, I think they took a picture of the duck and they posted it somewhere. And Hamsterwatch was the first one. Was like, okay,
yeah. Because I was going to say, you have all access. We have access to all access, but we haven't been watching because they're not showing anything until the debut, the premiere show, obviously.
Yeah.
So it's a little weird.
But yeah, I mean, Hamsterwatch said he's being told he moved in the 14th, or the moving day. And that's when all the tweets started changing to Android. So, I mean,
right.
there is some, what's the word here? Kind of belief behind the rumor. That's not the right word, but some fuel maybe.
There's some substance to it. Yeah. It's not just throwing stuff at the wall, seeing if it sticks.
And then I just saw this on Twitter. It was some girl DMing Paul's cousin a week ago, telling him to check for his birthday. And she was like, I sent him a text. So maybe Paul could have already been gone. I mean, I just saw this on Twitter, so I don't know. And then she's like, wait a second. Now, today, when all these rumors started flying.
In chat, Brianna says if Paul returns, man, he's going to go in strong. Agreed. The returnees always go in for whatever reason, we saw 2 returnees, and like they only had 4 returnees in the game last year, and 2 of them were the final 2. So, and Diana says, I like Paul, but I was loving the fact that there are no returning players. I'm assuming.
See, and that's exactly what I agree with right there. See, I love Paul too, but
great. And this kind of means like if they do an all-star season next season, Paul's not going to be a part of it. Probably they're not going to have him part of 3 Big Brothers in a row.
Yeah.
That also counts.
That's kind of oh shit. So now I see why they close. Okay, there we go. I have to have it open. I was kind of wondering. I was like, why is it closing? But okay, so he tweeted this himself, and maybe this gives a little more meaning now.
Quote unquote.
And later go ahead.
It quote unquote, because this was after the presumed move-in date, which was the 7th. Yeah. He posted this on the 19th.
So tell me your faves, and later I may give you my opinion on them. It's I don't know, man. This tweet has more meaning now that this rumor has come out. You know, it's one of those things. Like it feels. They just did it with Jason and that Big Brother Over the Top. They don't mind bringing one person back. You know, they've done it with Jesse before when he just came back. He was the only one.
Fairly Local says, I love Paul and wish he won, but would players that have either won or as a runner-up not get a chance to return because they've already won? But if he did return, that would be awesome. Did Paul finish runner-up in his season? He did, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, they've had runner-ups return before. They kind of don't like winners to come back, especially like, I don't know. Usually the winners do well again. You know what I mean? Like, the only reason Dr. Will didn't win the second time around is because he wanted Mike Boogie to win. And he did. So, a lot of people love Paul. I mean, hands down, he'd be like the best option. That's why you put him as number 1 for the possible returnees on the prediction video.
Yeah, that's why. Exactly. It's exactly what.
But once again, I don't know. An all-star season has to be coming up soon because they've only done 1 all-star season up to this point, right?
Yeah, so maybe this is just even more further proof that they're not interested in doing another one. If they only bring Paul back here, you know?
Yeah, it's possible.
His other supposed tweet is,
Evil Dick did a poll, 20% of votes said they don't mind him returning. 46 like Paul, but does not want him on this season. So that is 66% of the people either – the 66% of the people are – either indifferent or don't want him on the show. So only 20% said they want him back. So 80% are either indifferent or they don't want him back. So that's a big deal.
And this is coming from one of their biggest players they had last year. I think that should say something.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe I'm hoping it's a rumor as of now and it's not true, but
if it is true, then
figured we'd go live, give a little talk about it.
I guess we'll see. Yeah, why not talk about it a little bit, you know?
Some people might be wondering where it all came from, but it kind of been fueled from Hamsterwatch. So if you guys follow them on Twitter, they kind of really fueled it, as I showed in the video. So yeah.
It should be interesting, man. I don't know. I like having all the newbies. See, the newbies the thing is, it's like if a returnee's back, it makes the game more exciting if the returnees go far. But at the same time, we know that the returnees always go far. So I don't necessarily want Paul to come in and get eliminated right away, but I definitely don't want him to come. I don't want him to even sniff winning the game.
Yeah. We have a lot of people that said him and Victor were their favorite people from last year in that one interview. So
yeah, people have been saying that Paul returning might depend on a house guest choosing him. So you said there was a temptation.
Yeah, the whole thing, as you see in this tweet, get tempted. Yeah, their whole thing's like temptation.
So they might do a temptation roll, kind of like how they had Pandora's Box that one year. So maybe the head of household every week gets enticed with some sort of prize if they open Pandora's Box or some iteration of Pandora's Box, and if they open it, then Paul gets into the game. You know,
very, very possible. So, yeah, guys, we just wanted to come live real quick, give you a couple minutes of why this rumor is like fueling up so much right now, And yeah, be sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video. We'll be talking Big Brother every week this year. So
yeah, thank you to everyone commenting, Casey, Diana, and Veracity. Appreciate that. Yeah, I do agree. Hamsterwatch, very reliable with their leaks. BB Canada, they're always on their stuff. Anne Marie, I completely agree. Not this season, but next one, I think.
Yeah, if they should, I hope they bring them back.
How long has it been since they had a season of all newbies? It seems like forever, or at least people didn't have a chance. So, at the gym watching you guys, hey, appreciate that. I'm taking a lazy day today. I'm in PJs because I've been going golfing and doing more runs and stuff recently. So I'm taking a lazy day.
Yeah. Hashtag golf life. NBA draft tonight.
Yeah. NBA draft tonight. Go Celtics. But yeah, comment down below with what you think about this. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitter. Just search up Visokii Gaming. If you search VISOKII, it should pop up.
Yeah, it'll pop up for you.
Season 16 was all new. Yeah, I think it might have been.
It just feels so long. That's all.
It does. It's just I don't know.
Because Big Brother Canada just brought back 8 people too, so it just feels so long.
Yeah, exactly.
But
anyway, hope you guys have a good rest of your day and stuff. Let's see if this ends up being true, right, Charlie?
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Just no gray area. Do you want Paul back in the house? Yes or no, Charlie?
No, not on his own.
I agree.
But yep.
So,
peace.
I guess we'll see. Thanks.